Today we're going to talk about the card game Zoom. Zoom is a game that will help the kids practice their multiplication tables by playing a fun and exciting game. The way that you play Zoom is that each person goes around the table and they start pulling cards from the top of the deck. The first player that gets to 500 is the winner. I would suggest that every student have a pencil and paper because this will help them keep track of how to play the game. So what you do is you take the cards and you mix them up into one stack in the middle of the table. The first person plays and they pull a card from the top of the deck. In this case, my card is a 12. You then have a choice of, do I want to keep my 12 and stop, in which case I now have 12 points, or do I want to keep drawing from the deck? Let's say I choose to draw from the deck. I pull my next card and it is a Zoom times 5. So what you do is you take the total that you've obtained so far, in this case it's 12, you multiply it times 5 and it's 60. So now I have 60 points. I can choose to stay where I am, or I can choose to keep pulling a card. So let's say I'm going to pull my next card. It's a 9. So I now have 69 points. You keep going and you have a choice at each turn whether you want to keep pulling cards or do you want to stop and just hold with what you have. At this point, 69 points, I think, oh, I'm going to pull another card. So I pull a card and boom. If you receive a boom card, that means you've lost all your points, total, even the amount you've won previously, and you go back to 0. Now, there are other Zoom cards that have different multiplication numbers on them. They have multiplications of 5. They have multiplications of 0, in which case you get 0 points and your turn ends. Again, the goal is to be the first player to get to 500 points and be the winner. For playing in the classroom, since we only have 30 minutes typically, I would suggest only taking the score up to 100. Thank you. As always, please make sure you read the official instructions for details about the game.